Everyone, welcome to Gold Nugget, JAW_success. This is your first time to the channel. Let me welcome you. If you have already subscribed, let me thank you for joining me on this growth path. Now, today, my nugget is introspection. Introspection means looking in, looking out, or looking back, looking around. It means doing a kind of search that tells you how well you're doing, whether it is from the perspective of identifying your strengths, looking at your weakness, seeing how you can get rid of the threats, or whether it be just simply looking at yourself to say to yourself, hey, this is good. We all need to do introspection. There is a season in the Jewish calendar called Teshuvah, and it's a season where people look back at their lives and they look at what they have done, and they are able to say, I give God the praise, I give God the honor for where He has brought me from and what He has delivered me from and where He has brought me. And it also drives us to look at whether or not we need to repent of anything. In other words, we need to change certain things. That is what introspection is. It is looking at ourselves with with a with a with a view to say to ourselves, I need to change this. It is not looking out only, as I said a while ago. It is first looking in. That's why it says introspection. But when we look into ourselves, I want to ask you, when you look into yourselves, what do you see? Because many times individuals look into themselves and all they see is how weak, how shallow, how negative life can be. They don't see the positive. I want to use this example. All right. When you look into yourself, if you do not see something that you can celebrate, you're always going to see things that you feel awful about. But I for one, when I look into myself, I see things that I can say, I really need to adjust this. But at the same time, I see things that I really love. And it is out of the things that we see in ourselves that we love that we're going to advance on. If we dwell on the negative, we will not be successful. Let me put it this way. When you look in your past, if all you see is bones, all you see is things that are dead, all you see is mistakes, all you see is what persons have done to you and the negative, then it doesn't give you the impetus to move forward. But when you look in your past, right, and you can see where, yes, you have failed, but you have adjusted, or you have seen things that you weren't good at, but you kept correcting, you will realize that where you are today is a successful place. It's not a place where, yes, it might not be the best place, it might not be the place where you would have wanted to be, but you would have realized that you have come a far way. Introspection helps us to see that we have come a far way, and it tells us into ourselves, this is how we need to adjust, this is what we need to adjust in order to move further, right? So without introspection, we don't go forward. The old saying says, if you don't know your past, you don't know your future. And yes, there are persons who will tell us, dwell in this moment. And yes, dwelling in this moment means that you are able to block out certain things and focus on what is present. And it's in doing what is present that you get success or victory. It is in, yes, doing what is in the present that you get to appreciate life. But tell yourself that when you look back or do introspection, you get to see things that you need to give a deeper look at it, and a more resound look, if I may say that. Listen, we all have done things in the past that we are not proud of. But when we look at ourselves and say, I wasn't proud of this, and I'm going to, whether it be apologize, whether it be correct it, whether it be sometimes to leave it alone. And this is one of the thing I want to say with this nugget. Sometimes we've just got to accept that we made a mistake and move on. Don't try to fix it, because in trying to fix it, you make it worse. Because there are some mistakes we can't fix. We made them to learn from them, right? And trying to fix them in the past is just going to make them worse. Let me use this. There are some persons, if you wrong them for life. Okay, they will never forgive you. It doesn't matter if you crawl on hands and knees and go to them, they will never forgive you. And there are some circumstances you can't change. For example, if you were the one who caused an accident that result in somebody's death, yeah, it will plague you. The memory will challenge you, but don't allow your life to be thrown under the bus because a past mistake. You can't go back and undo the accident, but what you can do from this moment on is live. You can, if there was a family member that needed help because the person who died was the main breadwinner, challenge yourself to become a breadwinner so that you can help out the family members or the child that was put at a loss because their parent died. Some stuff we can't fix, but we can make adjustment and move forward. So as we introspect, as we look at ourselves, we look and see where we have come short, and we make up the shortfall in ourselves. We look at what we are successful at and we ask ourselves, what can we do it better? And that is what introspection does. It leads us to a path of success, because guess what? When we are successful, it is because we have balanced the past with the present and with the future. And we do this through introspection, through looking at ourselves and looking at our creativity, or looking at ourselves and look at our inabilities and adjust and move forward. This is JAW saying, by all means, create a way out. Bless you. Bye.